What's up, everybody? It's Young Black Jedi back again down by the creek with another video. The benefits of semen retention, the longer we hold it, become far, far greater the longer we retain, right? Smash that like button too. Like, comment, subscribe, helps the algorithm very much. The more that we can continue to keep holding our seed, the benefits continue to grow. Because the longer we hold our seed, the greater our essence gets, the stronger God gets, the stronger the self-structure gets, right? It's a win-win. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to be more integrated and more stable into the sacred wholeness of the field here, right? Into the heart chakra. That's the field that I'm talking about. The heart is 10 times stronger than anything else. Just let me know in the comments what you think. Like, every time I've been on SR, like, this is the longest streak that I've had. It's got all that power's went up here. Like, I was bypassing this, when in reality the sacral chakra and the heart chakra that connection is the most potent. That is what's going to continue to allow for us to continue to hold this nature of reality, right? For the neuroplasticity to start holding this nature of our reality, right? So that we can make this a trait. We're not so just interested in the state of what SR brings. We're interested in what the traits of SR bring, right? And integrating that and stabilizing that into our psyches, right? Into our bodhicitta, our heart, our awakening heart minds. That's what we're interested in. That's the kind of spirituality that we are interested in, right? And the more that we can continue to keep growing upon that, and within that, and then that grows upon us, the better our life gets. The more wholesome and the more free we become. The more that we grow, the more that we can listen, the more that we can serve, the more that we can hold space, the more that we can continue to actualize our materialization of this abundance of energy into reality, right? That's the name of all this here. That's what we're getting at. More and more and more we can continue to keep accessing our power and claiming that self-reliance and self-autonomy that starts within, so that then again it materializes into our dunya, right? Because if we don't claim it first within, how can we claim it without? Do you see what I'm saying? And the more that we can continue to hold the benefits of semen retention deep in our hearts, the more it's going to become a trait. And what I mean by trait development, we'll get into that right here. Trait development is just getting beyond the state. We all understand the state of it, right? We understand what happens when we retain it. We understand the state. We understand like the magnetism. We understand these states of these qualities, right? But we want to make the traits of these qualities permanent. That's what we're aiming for here, so that we don't just keep going back and going backwards and up this, that, up this mountain, down that one, down this hill, up this hill, whichever. We want to make this permanent. That's what trait development is. And that's what we continue to keep doing when we are in our practice, right? When we're in our practice of semen retention, right? And celibacy. It's a fantastic practice because it allows for that. It allows for that. The longer we hold the benefits and the longer we hold the seed, the stronger that development will be, the quicker it'll happen, right? There's no bypassing the heart. We need it. We need the heart chakra. We need the sacral and the heart to be connected. We need the solar and the root to be open. We need all those chakras to be open so that we can get into the heart. That is what's going to allow for us to maintain this. The heart is 10 times stronger, I just said it, than your mind. And again, I've been in that position where it's just been my mind. I've gotten into my mind. Everything's gotten into my head about things. And that always caused me to lapse back. Always caused me to lapse back because I was bypassing. That's what will cause me to lapse back into the cheeks and the corn and all that. And the more that now we continue to see the real benefits in the development, we want another 3 months. Let me know in the comments where you're at, how much more time you want, what's your goal, because you have the power to create your universe through this great alchemical practice called semen retention. You have the power. You're the one who can do it. You're doing it right now. And your life is going to continue to keep blossoming because of retaining the benefits of semen retention and allowing for your heart to open so that you can continue to make them a trait. the traits of who you are: intimate, interconnected, sacred, whole, loving, and compassionate. That's who you are. We're going to bring those qualities up so that we can integrate those into the dunya, into your dunya, right? Into your world. And the more that we can continue to keep bringing these qualities up, we start to see. We start to soften, and it begins to unravel, and it begins to reveal itself, right? Because the more that we bring these qualities up, we see that that's what the alchemical practice of semen retention is doing. It's bringing up your personality, right? It doesn't want to go back down. It wants to come up. That's why if you feel want to go back down, that's when you want to let go, or you want to have sex, or you want to release, right? Keep going up with it. When you have that feeling that, oh, like I feel this, like this urge, this desire, like, no, come up with that desire, bring that desire up and alchemize that into devotion. That is what's going to allow for us to continue to keep holding the benefits long enough for semen retention, so that we can continue to make this a trait. We make the state a trait. That's the kind of spirituality that we're interested in. Let me know in the comments below what kind of spirituality you're delving into. Are we looking at trait development? Are we looking at celibacy? Are we looking about putting all these things together? Christianity, mystical Islam, whatever. We want it all. We want to learn as much as we can, right? That's the part of the alchemical medicine known as semen retention. Allows for us to grow and expand very deeply each and every single day through each and every single experience, intimate and close, in stillness and preservation. That's what we continue to keep building each and every single moment. And the more you relax, the more it's going to just unfold just like a flower. And that's the great part of it, you know? That's one of the greatest aspects of it. The more you relax into it, the more it's all just going to come up anyways. The more you can be integrated, the more that can be stabilized. It truly is a magnificent path that we're on, that we can continue to keep growing and blossoming and connecting and allowing for source to be where we operate from, right? Changing the operating system. We're no longer running Windows 99. It's like, that one's outdated. We need a new operating system. We need something that is going to continue to allow for us to operate from our best traits, right? We understand the state of it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. You understand the states of semen retention. I know you do. But I know you want to go somewhere deeper with it. I know you want to alchemize this and integrate it into your whole essence and every macro fiber of your being. I know that's what you want. So we have to continue to keep relaxing into it, right? And opening our heart. There's no bypassing the heart, guys, in these times. That's not what you're going to get from Young Black Jedi. Maybe some other content creators might say otherwise about SR, but nah, you ain't bypassing the heart. Because if not, you're just going to stay in the same cycles, that in which is chaining you to the curse of dunya. That eternal curse that is keeping people in a frequency, in a vibration, that creates a reality in which they don't want. So for me, I'm just here to bring that about. I'm here to bring that to the light here, right? Because I know what it is that you desire. I'm understanding the more that I'm speaking to you. What is it that you desire? You desire fulfillment and purpose and righteousness and wholeness and compassion and wisdom. All things that the alchemical medicine will do, also known as semen retention, will bring those up for you. And the longer you hold the benefits of it, the longer you hold the seed, the more you relax into it, the more you'll continue to open up just like a flower petal blooming. And the more we continue to do that, the greater we become, the stronger our essence becomes, the more wholesome we become, the more fulfilled in life it is that we become. We are no longer fixated on things of this dunya, and that frequency of that curse will chain us to a lifetime of misery and deception and perversion and suffering. You will become so inoculated with your own frequency that other stuff it doesn't bother you anymore. And I'm not saying the thoughts won't come in. Like, again, I have had thoughts about money at endpoints on my journey come in. They don't last. It just gets alchemized back into devotion, back into service, right? Back into sacred world, right? And the more we continue to relax into sacred world, like a tree in its roots that just continue to rise up through all of the tree, and then those mycelial tendrils spread all through the ground, the stronger it is that we hold this nature of reality, right? That tree becomes rooted. It's rooted now. Can't be swayed, right? All the mycelial tendrils, everything is growing around it. Everything is stabilizing around it. That is exactly the body that we have, right? We are mycelial beings also, who have reach and depth and power and wisdom in every single cell of our body, right? And on a molecular level, semen retention will allow for us to start to unravel that and allow for those mycelials to start, like a tree, like this tree in front of me, be able to start spreading its branches, and underneath all the roots to each and every single branch and leaf that's on that tree, we start to have that kind of reach and that kind of magnetic connection and pull and force. The longer we allow these benefits to grow into our being and allow for us to integrate on a more wholesome level, right? We have a deep receptive quality of mercy. You have that deep receptive mercy that allows for you to see how grateful you are that you have this vessel, and that you are healthy, and that you are strong, and that you are connected, and that the more that you relax, the more you will continue to unfold, the more that you organize, the more that things will start to materialize in the reality in which you desire. One that is of service, one that is of kinship, one of that is compassion, and the wisdom that you store deep in each and every single fiber of your being. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're along the journey too with us, we appreciate the subscriptions. We love the connections that we are going to continue to keep making, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you on the next one. May the force be with you. Peace.